Alright, let's finish off the ratings by just summing everything into a nice, big, weird radio ball. Alright, so who else have I not talked about? Alright, so KHFI, KKMJ, I talked about KMX, KBJ. KBET is going from a 3.2, 3.3, 3.5. Nice. So, Norsan 101X, how are you doing? 2.4, 2.5, 2.9. I think 101X needs to go more classic alternative and go more like new wave, or in this case, retro wave. I have a retro wave station on my cell right there. La que buenas. That is very odd. Some of the numbers are missing, but 3.4, 3.1 to 2.7. Ooh, not looking good for La que buena. KLQB. They're licensed to Taylor on 104.3. The strange thing is their tower looks like they should be licensed to Elgin, not Taylor. KMFA, how are you doing? 2.7, 2.6, 2.4. I think King Cat has something. I think we need to get rid of the non-commercial band and just have everything be a commercial band. Heck, here's an idea. How about we, what do we do? Oh, right, we open up the Japanese band. We move all the translators from blocking signals to, I don't know, have 76.1 to 87.9 be all just low power and translators and leave FM the heck alone and stop interfering with stations that can already come into the city. I know, it's like I'm like the miracle worker here, yo. Let's see. How is the skeleton of 93.3 doing before Norsan tries to revive this frequency? Because Waterloo sucks. I mean, the station's not yesterday again. Once again, 93.3 was in mono, sounded like they were underwater. 93.7 and 101.5 and 97.1 translator were playing the quiet game because Waterloo does not know how to run radio stations in Austin. They just can't do it. They just can't keep their stations on the air. I've documented this. You can go back and just see continuous times when Waterloo just has their stations off the air. I think we just need to jettison Waterloo out of Austin. Alright, so let's see. 2.6, 2.2. Down in 2. Yeah. Vibe, you're finished. You're gonna go to 971. Heck, I called them and said, maybe you should just move Vibe. I literally called the front desk. My phone still says MS Radio. I called the front desk and said, maybe you should just move Vibe to 107.1 or I miss Mega. I literally said, I miss Mega. Mega 933. She said there was like already party on HD3. I'm like, that's just not the same. It's just not the same as Mega. Any case, yeah, Vibe. I forgot to, I don't know if I entertained this idea. I can't remember, but put KGSR back on 107.1. Just a thought. Just an idea. KGSR back on 107.1. Move La Zeta to 97.1. Put Vibe on the 102.7 translator. Maybe put Mega on 99.7. Once again, I'm Mr. Idea Man. I have ideas. Let's see. La Raza. 4.3, 2.4, and then down to 2.1. Yeah, I think it's time for La Zeta to go. Yeah, I read that correctly. It says 4.3 down to 2.4 down to 2.1. I think it's time for you to go, La Zeta. You and Vibe need to go gonzo. And, of course, the skeleton of what was once Beat 104.3, now 102.3. This is sad. 1.7, 2.0, 1.6 down to 1.5. I think it's time we say goodbye to the beach. Just like we're about to say goodbye to Vibe, and I think we need to say goodbye to La Zeta. What do you guys think? Alright, so let's see here. More, what do you need? 2.0, 1.7, 1.2. I've always said maybe 101, maybe 107.7 needs to move to another market because that I guess 10,000 watt, 509 foot tower in Georgetown is just not going to get you anywhere. You need to move to a new market. I've always suggested they should just buy 107.9 out of Waco and shut off that 107.9 translator that's interfering with stuff in Temple and just be a Temple station. Once again, Mr. Idea Man. I'm an idea man. I come up with ideas to help radio. Let's see. So, alright. So the fake 975 that's interfering with KWTX goes 0.6, 0.5, back to 0.6. That 975 should never have existed in 2016. The 975 KWTX already comes in already. Yeah, ESPN, you need to go bye-bye. With 0.4, 0.5 down to 0.4. Romancy, just holding steady, 0.5 and 3 times at 0.4. Move 104, consolidate Romancy and Makia, shut off 105.3 and shut off 101.9, both interference, and just put D-Da back on 104.9 as Pop and Espanol. Once again, idea man, yo. So yeah. Talk to you guys later. You guys have a great day. You're also talking to someone who actually cares and has a heart and soul and loves radio with all his heart, with all his mind since 1993. I know the real Austin radio. Bye.